Welcome back to Faye Smith Beauty. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you a perfect makeup look as we transition from summer to fall. We're starting to see the leaves turning red, but everything's still bright. The light stays up late still. So we don't want to be going into those moody colors right away. We still want to keep a little bit of that summer vibrant look, you know, lingering around. No one ever wants summer to end. So today I'm going to show you something that I think you'll absolutely love to create, and it's definitely on trend for 2025 as a whole. So as I'm filming this video, it is still summertime and it's hot outside, so I need to cleanse my skin with some micellar water first, just to remove all of that sweaty sun cream before I put my makeup on. I always have to remember to try and do these things slowly so I don't look like a crazy person, because in real life what you actually do is it's always amazing what comes off. Gross. I swear I cleaned my face this morning. So next I want to get my skin ready for the makeup. So I'm going to apply a primer. I'm going to use something different today. I'm using the Grown Alchemist. Have any of you guys tried this one before? If you have, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this product. It smells really good. It's like refreshing. So I had a bride on the weekend that wanted like a no makeup look, and I tried this technique for the first time on her and it worked so well. I used the Strobe Dewy Skin Tint from MAC all over the face and then sparingly used concealer, which is really on trend with skin makeup this year. Everyone really wants their skin to look perfect, flawless, but still absolutely looking like skin. Test this one out if you haven't tried before. I may apply too much probably, but whatever. So as you can see, this skin tint is super dewy, super glowy. So if you like that look or you have a drier skin type, this is perfect for you. If you're a bit more on the oily side, maybe you want to skip and use something that's not the dewy look and just a regular skin tint. Next, I'm gonna apply the Tarte Shape Tape. I always wanted to try this and I finally tried it this year, and I do actually really love it. So it's quite a thick liquid concealer, but it's not cakey, it's very hydrating. So that's again on trend with everything that's been going on with skincare and makeup trends this year, with lots of hydration, no creasing, everything just looking like skin. So I'm going to apply this sparingly wherever I have dark circles, red areas, or if you had any blemishes, you could apply it there too. So this is generally the places that I like to apply my concealer, and I really like to have a bit of a brighter kind of look too, so I always add in a little bit of my secret weapon, again from MAC. Yes, this is a holy grail product of mine. It is the Prep and Prime highlighter in Radiant Rose. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that on top before I blend it with a damp beauty blender. So I'm really just going to press that product in, keeping it in the areas where I've applied it and just blending it out a little bit, keeping the skin really nice and natural looking, but still completely flawless. A little bit of the redness, a little bit of the skin's imperfections shine through. I don't mind that because that's what makes it look like skin. Like I have got freckles, so if they're shining through, it's totally fine. And a damp beauty blender just feels really nice on the skin. And if there's anywhere you can't get into easily, you can definitely switch to a finger. And if there's any little areas that you feel you want just a touch more coverage, you can always go in and top that up afterwards. The beauty blender does really like blend the product away, so use a firm pressing motion if you want it to be a bit more sheer, and a really delicate light pressing motion if you want it to be a little bit more heavy coverage. So I'm using a lighter motion here because I want to get a little extra coverage just between the brows. I'd say that that's pretty good. Nice and natural looking, and skin is always going to look weird until you do the rest of the face. We need to put that dimension back in now. Next, I need to put some shape back into this face. I just got these contour sticks and highlighter sticks in from Youngblood. I'm so excited about them. I absolutely love the packaging, the color, the shininess. The cream contour sticks are really nice, again, because they're hydrating and they just melt into the skin, keeping the skin looking like skin, not powdery. I love it. So I'm just going to draw myself a little bit of a line almost on like the bottom of the cheekbone, not underneath the cheekbone, so I get a nice and lifted look. And then I'm just going to use my fingers to just really gently blend this in. If you need to use a beauty blender, you can do, and again, you can layer the product. So if you feel like you haven't applied enough, you can absolutely apply a little bit more and kind of keep going to, you know, whatever look suits you. Everybody's like amount of contour that they want is different. I kind of like a nice soft look these days, and beauty blender is super helpful for just getting rid of any edges. Okay, other places I like to go is just kind of down the sides of my nose a little bit, just to really give some definition to the bridge of the nose. I don't like, you know, that really like sculpted look or anything, but I do find that doing this on a day-to-day basis does make a difference with the shape of my nose, or just like the overall aesthetic of my face. And a little bit in the hairline, because we don't want to lose that summer kiss. Believe it or not, this is in fact my summer tan. This is as good as it gets from an English person. So I'm just blending that into the hairline just to give a little bit of a golden glow. And you can also go along the jawline if you wish. Don't need to if you don't find that it makes a difference, but for me, I have quite a square jaw. So, and I feel like I'm getting that turkey neck as I'm growing older. So Youngblood's cream contour and highlighter sticks are now available on my online shop at primpandproper.com if you'd like to check them out. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of color into the face. I'm going to choose Mulberry, again a cream blush. So keeping the skin looking like skin, you'll still be able to see my freckles through the blush. Mulberry is a deeper kind of like purpley tone, which is really nice kind of contrast with those fall leaves. So I'm just going to kind of plonk it there, and I'll be blending it with my fingers again. And again, the amount is up to you. If you're a blush girl, go for it. Blush has been super hot this year, so I feel like a lot of people I've worked with, really has been the more blush the better. The trend this year has definitely been to blend it more up and onto the cheekbone, higher rather than lower, to give that lifted look. And again, if you feel like you've done too much, you've got that beauty blender that can just nice and softly soften and erase. I like a blushy look. It comes off throughout the course of the day anyway, so. So usually I'd go in and add a little highlight to the top of the cheekbones, but to tell you the truth, I forgot to bring the product with me. But my skin is strobing right now, so I really don't even think that I need the extra highlight. My skin is already super glowy. So I'm gonna dive right in and use an eye primer to get ready for my eyeshadow. So I recently rediscovered the Morphe Neutral Territory eyeshadow palette, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I feel like it's suitable for like anything. It has all of the colors that I want for my fall neutral natural color palette. So I'm just gonna start with the cream color to begin with. I'm just gonna use a big round fluffy brush and apply that all over my eyelid. Next, I'm going to use a really tight, small, fluffy brush like this to do a smoked out eyeliner on the top and the bottom, using the darkest brown on the top and the lighter brown on the bottom. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This is going to be super smoked out. And then I'm using my big fluffy brush to go over the top and just really buff that out so it's really soft. So when I open, it is a really soft, just a little bit of a shadow at the lash line with a touch of a wing. Going over the top with that big fluffy brush. And then for fun, I'm just gonna add a little bit of the lighter brown just into the crease right here, just to give my eyes a little bit of a lift. As I am getting older, my eyelids are sinking down onto my eyes. So I like to use this hooded eye trick to really give them a little bit of a lift, just by shading right above the fold here. And to me, it just kind of like lifts the eye, whereas this by itself more drags the eye down. Another little trick is just to really make sure that the edges are not going too far out, so you can even just kind of use your finger just to erase a little bit of that, give it a little bit of a lift. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe. So it is bridal season right now, so my lash lift is well overdue. So I'm having to resort, sadly, to a lash curler right now. But if you don't have a lash lift, a lash curler is your best bet for keeping your lashes nice and lifted. I'm going to give them a good squeeze on either side, just to get them as lifted as possible before I get my mascara on. And it really does make a difference, but a lash lift is the way forward. So I'm gonna switch things up and go for a really soft blended eye look. I'm gonna use a brown mascara from Ilia. It's a nice dark brown. It's a cool brush too. Definitely makes the lashes look extra long. So I also haven't had a chance to get in for my brow appointment with Ksenia. I usually get henna brow tinting done and shaping, which means that I don't really need to do that much to my eyebrows on a day-to-day basis. But this is what they look like completely naturally. Obviously, I need to fill them in because you cannot see them at all. I'm still in love with the Sappho. My God, it's like lasted me so long that I can't read the bottom. Brown, black, brow pomade, I think they call it. It's a very potent product, so I'm using a nice skinny angle brush to fill them in. And the way I fill my eyebrows in really just I don't know, depends on the day, depends on my mood, depends on what I'm wearing. I think right now I just want them to be nice and soft, so I'm using a light hand so not too much product comes out. They're not too dark, but I still like my brows a little sculpted. Looks pretty good. Now to match the other side. So for the lip, I'm going to do a little bit of a fall version of the Popsicle lip, which, if you haven't seen that trend, it's super popular with Korean style makeup. It's where it's actually the base of the color is like in the middle and it just kind of like diffuses outwards. So I'm going to use a lip liner. This one, apparently I really love it. It's called Universal Earth from Makeup Forever. So I'm just going to use this to color the center of my lips first. Oh my God, that really tickles for some reason. So it's kind of like when you suck on a popsicle. Okay, so next I'm gonna use another new product that I got in at Prim and Proper. This is Youngblood's lip oil. I've really been enjoying lip oils this year. I really enjoyed, which ones do I have? I feel like I have like a million of them. So I'm very excited that Youngblood are on the lip oil trend. It's nice because it's just like very, very hydrating, a little bit of that glossy, dewy look. And just gonna apply that to the outside. And just dab it a bit on the inside too. It's fun because you get to have like a pop of color without it being like a full-on lip. So I kind of like it. Next we need a setting spray and then we're all done for this fall makeup look. What do you guys think? It's a great transition, not too dark, not too earthy, still fresh for summer, but starting to get into those fall colors. So I'm gonna set my makeup with NYX Matte Finish. It's good to use a matte setting spray because my skin is so dewy right now. I don't want to add any more dewiness onto it, especially in the T-zone. We don't want the T-zone to be dewy. We just want like a general fresh look. If you want to learn more about this product, it is in my shoppers must-have video. Check it out. So this is the finished summer to fall transition makeup look. I hope you really enjoy watching my videos. Please remember to subscribe if you do. All of the products and tools that I used are going to be linked for you in the comments below. To recap, I did a really natural dewy complexion using all liquid and cream products. There's absolutely no powder on my face other than the eyeshadow. The eyes are really, really soft, no eyeliner, brown mascara, just a little bit of color but perfectly blended for that fall look. The Popsicle lipstick is a fun look that's been trending this year. Like I said, it's really popular for Korean style makeup, more in the red tones. I've used a bit more of that kind of like deep burgundy tone to really reflect the fall colors. And of course my signature eyebrow. I always do a signature eyebrow. It's my look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you can follow me on Instagram, Faye Smith Beauty. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.